All right, let's start with, this is a 2006 Chevy Silverado 3500 heavy duty dually, capable of pulling 15,000 pounds. I picked it up from a neighbor who was buying a brand new 2020 3500 dually. He spent something like $75,000 for that. I picked this up for $25,000. So let's give you a walk around. That big airfoil thing on the top is for deflecting the wind up and over the RV when you're traveling down the road at 60 miles an hour. Helps with fuel economy, so they say. We'll see about that. Truck is super clean. No scratch, no blemishes, no nothing. He just put new tires on it. It's got the full running board. It's got a tonneau cover. Got some chrome accents. I don't know if I like those as much as I like blacked out stuff, but still not too shabby. Got the big old diesel motor. I'll show you that here in a second. Inside, you got your standard old 2006 Chevy interior. Nothing really to write home about. It has 79,000 miles on it now. It had 77,000 when I bought it. Has Sirius radio. It's got dual climate system. Couple of cigarette lighter power ports. Plenty of little storage pocket spaces. This has plenty of storage inside of that. Seats have a little armrest thing in there. Leather seats. About the only thing that's kind of worn out is this part right here, but not that big of a deal. Has electric brake for the trailer attachment. I got to use that the other day. This is what's called a crew cab. So the back's got full seats too. It's got a little pocket fold down there too. It's got cup holders in that. Dogs are gonna spend most of their time back here on the traveling day, so they won't be using the cup holders. Here, I'll show you the seats actually fold flat. Pull that out. I got some emergency roadside stuff there. Both sides do the same thing, so you got plenty of, you know, space for the dogs and stuff like that back there. It was funny, the guy I bought it from said he didn't even know that those seats did that. He never had the opportunity to fold them down. All right, so this has a regular 27-gallon fuel tank, but he added a 60-gallon fuel tank to the back there. So that gives this thing about 900, almost 1,000 miles of range. Here, let's pull this off for you. Tonneau cover flips back. Tri-fold. There's the fifth wheel hitch. So this is what's called an air ride hitch. Those big black things there, those are the airbags. I think I have it at 75 PSI right now. This whole hitch system moves up and down when there's a trailer on top of it. And then those airbags take out that suspension so that, you know, it has a nice cushy ride instead of a metal to metal hard ride. We had it hooked up the other day and I think it seemed to work out pretty well. This isn't the puck system like some of the other trucks have. This one's actually bolted to the frame, through the bed, through the frame. He installed some additional rail supports underneath there for heavier loads. So this thing can actually do more than 15,000 pounds. But that's what I'm towing, so that's good enough. I also installed a air system. So maybe a little hard to see, but you can see back there, that's a 150 PSI Viair pump. I also installed a 50-foot hose reel on there. And then that whole thing is switched over here so that you can just turn it on and pump air out. So I need air for both the truck and for the trailer tires, but also I think I'm going to use an air impact wrench for doing lug nuts on both the truck tires and on the trailer tires if they need it. Those 20 volt handheld units, you know, cordless type, probably just not quite strong enough to take these off and put them back on. You'd still need to take a torque wrench to them after that. So I think I like the idea of doing that whole thing with air. This thing has those running boards also run all the way across. So that's a pretty nice upgrade. And let's show you some of the engine stuff. All right, in typical Chevy style, this doesn't have shock absorbers. It actually has a coil spring. So that'll never go bad, as opposed to the shock absorbers that you got to change out every so often. So a 6.6 diesel, turbo diesel, got 2 batteries. He had just put new ones in there, so there's nothing I really need to do to this truck. The single owner, he took really good care of it. Looks a little dirty, but I mean, 80,000 miles on it, 2006, really good shape. I've had 0 issues with it so far. This is my wire I use for powering up the air pump back there in the back. That's the only thing I've added to it so far. Anyway, 2006 Chevy Silverado. Dad would be happy about that it's a Chevy instead of a Ram or a Ford. But this is going to be our road vehicle. Haven't had any issues with it so far, not anticipating any. I think we'll be in pretty good shape.